Hello, good day. In this virtual class, we'll be looking at how to change decimal um, uh, numbers. How to change fractions to decimal um, numbers. Okay, so that's what we're going to look at this class. How to handle it bit by bit to children. So the first thing to do here is to appropriately look at this is 3/4. Let's take a look at this. Imagine we're using long divisions. Okay, remember here your quotient. To obtain the quotient is what we are trying to look for. So here, the divisor is the one at the denominator. So the one with the division is 4, and the dividend is 3. Okay. Now, if we look at the divisor, so long is more than the dividend, all we need to do is first of all to write 0 point, because there's no way 4 can be contained in 3. Since 4 cannot be contained in 3 and we're operating in base 10, all we need to do is to multiply 3 by 10, and that give 30. This is done so that we will be able to ascertain how many of these divisor are contained in 30. So in that case, to know that how many 4 are contained in 30, so your operation now is like 30 divided by 4. So we're going to count in group of 4 until 30 is reached. So here we do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, okay, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, so we have 30. This way 30, that means we could not complete a full circle in that manner. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it means we have 7 here, and that 7 stop at 28. So here now is 30, so we put 28 here, and if we subtract here, what will be left is simply 2, which is this 2 here. Now the next thing is to ask, is it possible that 4 can be contained in 2? No, because 4 is more than 2, so 4 cannot be contained in 2. So in that case, we still have to multiply these 2 by 10. Okay, so here we 2 times 10, and that gives us a what? Of 20. So we're going to count in group of 4 until 20 is reached. So let's count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So our benchmark is here. So we count how many of group of 4 at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here we put 5 here. As you can see, there's no remainder. See, there's no remainder, so you write this 20 here and subtract and find out that there's no remainder. So 3/4 is the same as 0.75. So the next one is 56 5/16. 5/16. Let's look at 5/16. So here look at the one doing the division, which is the divisor is 16, while the one we are trying to divide is 5. So it is impossible that 16 can be contained in 5, because the one doing the division is more than the dividend. In that case, first thing we do, we say this is 0 points. That's the first thing to do. Then the next is to look at this dividend and multiply by 10. 5 times 10, and that will give us 50. So we put 50 here. So we're going to count how many group of 16 are contained in 6. How many group of 16 are contained in 50? So the first one here, first group is 16. We add 16 to it, that gives 32. We add another 16 to it, that gives what? 48. So here, 48. The next two number after 48 will reach 50. So it means we're going to have 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 here. now 3, and the remainder should be 2. So, which is we write 48 here and subtract, and this gives 2. So we're going to see as ourselves, is it possible that 16 can be contained in 2? It is not possible. So we have to multiply this by 10. And once we multiply the 2 by 10, and eventually this becomes 20. So we ask ourselves, how many 16 are contained in 20? It is just 1. Okay? So we have a 1 here, leaving a remainder of 4. Okay, so here we put 16 here, subtract. And here, we borrow 1 from here, it becomes 10. So 4, 10, take away 6 is 4. Then we're still going to ask ourselves how many 16 are contained in 4. It's not possible, so we multiply by 10 and this gives us a 40. So here, all we need to do, how many 16 are contained in 40? So look at it here, 1, 2. So here will become 2, and that will give us what? 32. So we subtract here, this is 3, this is 10 here, this gives 8. Now, how many 16 are contained in 8? It's not possible. So we have to multiply by 10, and this becomes what? 80. So how many 16 are contained in 80? We can see do that. You know we have 48 here, 48 plus 16. Here is 4. 4, this is 4. Here is 5, I mean 64. So 64. 64 plus 16 here. This we eventually gives, this is 0. But we go here, so it's going to be 80. So the next one should be 80. So let's count how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here becomes 5. So there's no remainder. So here we put 80 here, subtract, and eventually become 0. Once you reach a situation where the remainder is 0, you have to stop there. So the answer here is 0.3125. Okay. So let's take a look at the very last one, which is 3 over 8. 3 over 8 here. 3 over 8. So let me see, quickly put it somewhere here. Here is 8, and we have 3. Okay. So if we ask this simple question, how many 8 are contained in 3, is not possible because 8 is more than 3. So here we put 0 and a decimal point, and ask you multiply this by 30, so that we can see some numbers of 8 in 30. So how many 8 are contained in 30? So that can easily be done by looking at 8 counting in group of 8. So counting in group of 8, we have 8. Next one is 16. Add 8 to this will give us 24. If we add it, we exceed 30. So we'll stop here and see 1, 2, 3. So here, put 3 here. So you know we ended at 24. So we bring 24 and write it under here. And usually you subtract. So in the process of subtracting, 30 take away 24. Here becomes 6. So the next thing is how many 8 are contained in 6, which is not possible. So here we multiply this by 10, and this becomes 60. So how many group of 8 are contained in 60? Usually this is done because 8 cannot be found in 6. Okay, since we are operating in base 10, we usually multiply by 10. Okay, so here we can see now that we can see some number of 8 in 60. So we'll continue here. The next one is 32, 40. We have 48. After 48, we have 56. If you add another one, that means we're 660. So we'll stop here first and count how many group of 8 are here in 60. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here is 7. So remember, we stop here. So we're going to write this under the 60, and eventually we subtract. So once you subtract this from this, eventually what we have here is 4. So the question is, how many 8 are contained in 4? That is not possible. So we have to multiply 4 by 10, and that make it 40. So if we ask ourselves how many 8 are contained in 40, so let's look at it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5. put 5 here, and here we put 40. Subtract, see that there is no remainder. So this is how to handle division of number, especially if you're handling them two younger sharps. So please, if this video is very useful to you, help me subscribe, share, like, and follow my Facebook